Hello class, Professor Harrell here. I just wanted to create a quick video to let you know we finished up Chapter 1, so you should have completed all the assignments and various things that you have to do, like, syllabus quiz and all those things that were assigned to the initiating of the program or the course. And we get all those initial things out of the way, we can actually focus on project management. So we've gotten those completed, or you should have by now. And today we start the next chapter, Chapter 2. Now in Chapter 1, you were introduced to what is project management and what does that mean, what does a project entail. A project is something that has a definite beginning and a definite ending, and it has things that you need to accomplish. It's like a goal that you want to reach within a certain time frame. And of course there's usually all kinds of stipulations with it, like how much money you can spend and how many resources you have, and all that complicates the whole process. So that's why it was discovered that project management is actually something that organizations can use to help learn how to mitigate those risks that occur because of all those complications. Project management is typically in the PMBOK, the PMBOK, is typically divided into knowledge areas, and our course is separated like that in those knowledge areas. So that kind of helps with your studying and learning about project management and getting a grasp on the different aspects that are involved with it. So as we work through the course, you'll get introduced to each one of those knowledge areas. Also, you need to understand about stakeholder management, and by stakeholder, what do we mean? Well, you should know that. You should have read it. Stakeholder is anyone that has an interest in the project, basically. If it impacts that person, they're a stakeholder. Whether it's someone who just simply works on a small piece of it, or someone all the way up to the executive level. They're all stakeholders, and they all care. And believe me, as a person who has extreme experience at the very high levels with project management, statewide, nationwide type projects. There are times when sometimes a project is put in place that not everyone agreed with and not everyone likes. And sometimes some of those stakeholders might have a reason to undermine your project. You have to be aware of that, and you have to understand that and smart enough to work with that and work around it. Maybe they won't let you have the resources that you need to complete a certain part of the project, or those kind of problems. So you need to watch out for those things. And also this chapter 1, covered just how did project management start, a little bit about the Project Management Institute. If you're interested in certification, they provide the various certifications depending on your level of experience, how many projects you have completed, etc. Now moving on to Chapter 2. Let me look here. Chapter 2 is going to cover how does project management fit into information technology, because after all, construction management uses project managers as well, and there's a lot of other fields that use project management. So it's going to cover, okay, now we're talking about it within the IT world, and so that's what you're going to learn in this next chapter. And those objectives are going to look at how the organizations fit into this, with this project management point of view, the different frames that how we look at how does an organization implement project management. And sometimes project management in one organization is not very strong, or it's a little weak, and maybe in another organization they're the main ones who organize and manage everything in that organization. So there are various ways that organizations actually implement project management. There are project phases that you need to become aware of in the life cycle. And just the various attributes and the nature of IT projects. So that's the types of things you're going to be looking at in Chapter 2. I hope that this is a helpful and useful chapter to you, and I'll be talking to you some more and soon.